Turning Pain into Power. Chapter 1. The Nature of Pain. Pain. It's the one language every human understands. Whether it's heartbreak, loss, betrayal, or failure, pain cuts deep into the core of who we are. We try to run from it, to numb it, to distract ourselves. But no matter how far we go, pain always finds a way back. It reminds us that we are alive, fragile, but also capable of transformation. The truth is, pain is not just an obstacle, it's energy. Raw, unfiltered, powerful energy. And what you do with that energy decides the person you become. Some let pain break them. Others, the ones you admire, the ones who inspire the world, they turn it into power. This is not just a motivational speech. This is a blueprint, a guide to show you how the worst moments in your life can become the greatest source of strength. If you've ever felt crushed, abandoned, or powerless, remember, that pain inside you is not your enemy. It's your untapped potential waiting to be transformed. Today, we are going to learn how to turn pain into power. Chapter 2. The breaking point, when pain consumes you. Every transformation starts at the breaking point, that moment when the weight feels unbearable, when the betrayal slices deeper than you thought possible, when you wake up and the emptiness inside you feels heavier than any mountain. This is the point where most people give up. They let the darkness consume them. They become victims of their story. But here's the reality. The breaking point is not the end, it's the beginning. Think of a muscle. To grow, it first has to tear. That pain, that microscopic tearing, is the signal of growth. Without it, there is no strength. Life works the same way. When pain consumes you, you're left with two choices: to collapse under its weight or to rise, reshaped by it. You can drown in the suffering, or you can use it as fuel. The pain that breaks you is also the pain that forges you. Every scar is proof that you survived. Every scar is a map that shows where you've been and where you're capable of going. If you feel like you're at your breaking point, don't fear it. Recognize it. This is the doorway. The pain you carry is the price of transformation. Chapter 3. Reframing Suffering. The Hidden Gift. Here's the secret. Pain doesn't destroy you. Your perspective does. Suffering is not about what happens. It's about how you interpret it. The difference between someone who falls and never rises and someone who uses that same fall to rebuild stronger is perspective. Reframing pain means you stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this?" The most disciplined, resilient, and unstoppable people are not those who never hurt. They are those who learn to reframe their suffering. They see pain as feedback, not punishment. They see rejection as redirection. They see failure as data. Every painful event carries a hidden gift. Maybe it forces you to grow when you wanted to stay comfortable. Maybe it strips away illusions and reveals the truth. Maybe it teaches you patience, humility, or strength you didn't know you had. When you reframe pain, you don't run from it anymore. You lean in. You extract its lessons. And suddenly, what once felt unbearable becomes the very fuel that drives you forward. Pain is not a curse. It's a teacher. And once you learn to listen, you'll never see it the same way again. Chapter 4. Turning Pain into Action. Fuel for Discipline. Pain is energy. Left unmanaged, it destroys you. But directed with purpose, it becomes unstoppable power. The most disciplined people are not those who always feel motivated. They are the ones who turn their pain into a system of action. Think about it. When you're angry, when you're heartbroken, when you feel betrayed, you're filled with energy. Your body is restless. Your mind is racing. That's power. But most waste it by complaining, by drowning it in distractions, by avoiding it. What if instead you turned it into fuel? Use the heartbreak to push one more rep in the gym. Use the rejection to work one more hour on your craft. Use the failure to sharpen your focus. Every time pain visits you, let it remind you that you're still alive and that you have a choice: action or decay. Discipline is built by turning emotional storms into structured routines. Wake up earlier, train harder, learn more, replace self-pity with self-mastery. The pain won't disappear, but it will transform. And one day, you'll look back and realize the thing that once broke you became the foundation of the strongest version of yourself. Chapter 5: Stories of Transformation: Historic and Modern Examples. History is full of people who turned unimaginable pain into world-changing power. Take Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison. Most would break. He came out not with bitterness, but with vision, transforming a divided nation. Or Viktor Frankl, who survived the horrors of concentration camps and used his suffering to develop one of the most powerful psychological frameworks ever written: the search for meaning. Look at modern examples: athletes who grew up in poverty, who faced rejection, who were told they'd never make it. Yet they used that pain as motivation to train when others slept, to grind when others gave up. Entrepreneurs who went bankrupt, humiliated, and laughed at, only to come back stronger, creating companies that now change the world. The story is always the same. Pain arrives, they suffer, they struggle, but then they make a choice. They refuse to stay broken. They decide that their pain will not be wasted. And in that decision, they find greatness. You don't need to be famous to do the same. Every day, people are rising from heartbreak, loss, and failure, and building new lives. Their stories may not make headlines, but they are proof. Pain can always be turned into power. Chapter 6: Building Systems. That channel pain daily. It's not enough to feel inspired once. Transformation happens when you build systems that turn pain into progress daily. Pain is unpredictable. You don't control when it comes. But discipline is predictable. You build it, habit by habit. Here's how. Morning routines. Start your day with clarity. Write down your pain, your frustration, your fears. Then turn them into fuel. Set one target you'll crush today. Training. Channel emotional storms into physical work. Sweat is therapy. Lifting, running, pushing your body. This is how you turn inner chaos into outer strength. Reflection. End the day by reframing. What hurt today? What did it teach you? Pain loses its power when you extract its lesson. These systems turn pain into discipline automatically. Instead of pain breaking your day, it builds it. Instead of spiraling into self-destruction, you spiral into growth. Your routines become armor, and over time they don't just protect you, they transform you. Pain is temporary. Systems are permanent. Build the right systems, and pain becomes the sharpest tool in your arsenal. Chapter 7: From Darkness to Light. Your own transformation. This is where it gets personal. Because no matter what examples you hear, no matter what advice you receive, the only transformation that matters is your own. Pain will visit you. It already has, and it will again. You can't stop it. But you can decide what to do with it. You can let heartbreak convince you you'll never love again. Or you can use it to build strength, self-respect, and clarity about what you deserve. You can let failure convince you that you're not good enough. Or you can let it sharpen you until success is inevitable. You can let loss convince you that life is meaningless. Or you can honor what you lost by living more fully than ever before. Transformation is not about avoiding darkness. It's about walking through it, carrying a light that grows stronger every step of the way. Your scars will not make you weaker. They will make you unshakable. And when you rise, you won't just inspire yourself. You'll inspire everyone around you who is still trapped in their own pain. your life becomes proof that pain is not the end. It's the beginning. Chapter 8. Closing. Your power, your legacy. So here's what you must remember. Pain is universal, but how you use it is your choice. Your breaking point can be your rebirth point. Reframe suffering, extract its lessons, and let it sharpen you. Build systems that turn pain into daily discipline. And most importantly, never let pain go to waste. If you've suffered, make it count. From pain to power, that's the journey. From broken to unshakable, that's the transformation. From victim to victor, that's the legacy you can leave. So don't just listen to these words. Act, right now. Comment the pain you refuse to waste and the discipline you will build from it. Because this is your moment. This is your chance to prove that no pain was meaningless. Remember this. Motivation might fail you, but discipline will never leave your side. And when you master the art of turning pain into power, nothing, not heartbreak, not failure, not loss, will ever stop you again.